Hello everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're at the very end here it looks like, so I'm heading towards the flag. And we are back to playing Dust of Elysian. Thank you for joining me. Oh, hey, a bomb thing. Now if I've learned, ooh, I just learned how to slam. Alright, so, oh wow, I can blow people up with this. I'm having a whole new appreciation for this game. Oh, and these things come back? Oh, sweet. I mean, I knew they came back, but still. So I'm still a little sick, just that's the way colds go. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that this weather is just hard. It's always interesting to try and get over colds and stuff when you're sitting there inside the cold weather. That is winter. But New Hampshire is New Hampshire. I guess it could be a lot worse. And you don't realize how much you miss an apartment or a condo until you have to shovel your own driveway. And the past snowstorm wasn't that bad, but after being out there for an hour, well, trying to struggle to breathe, not always the best thing to do. But at the same time, you need to get out of your house in the morning, which is always lovely when the beautiful people that do the plows leave that giant giant mound of snow, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I do appreciate them actually. Can I get this? And yes, I don't take damage, I've noticed, from explosions. I am invincible as far as explosions go. Oh, I had to go there anyways. God, I love those things now. Those fruits are now my new favorite thing. I don't know why, I just love the explosions. Especially the idea of just having a fruit that explodes. I mean, that would actually kind of probably kill me, actually, now that I think about it. Ooh, something's in the cage. Oh, she looks so concerned for whatever it is. I'll bet you it tries to kill us. I think I have one. Will one work? Maybe if we have a lot of inflation. Can I blow it up? Oh, I got two. Sweet. But yeah, as much as I appreciate the plow guys, they're like, I've got to be able to get under here. I'll bet you climb underneath there, don't you? Okay, let's go get keys. Can I jump down here? Nope. Which I appreciate guys plowing the roads and stuff. It would be nice if there was a way to not have that dam in front of my driveway, because there's nothing quite. I remember when we were at the condos, or like when I was younger and would go to work while my knowing my dad would clear the driveway for us. I mean, eventually we both chipped in when I was staying with them right after college, because it was not easy to find work right after college, as most people will probably tell you. Plus I probably should have moved out sooner than I did, but I didn't really have a reason to. My parents lived 5 minutes from my work. It was really hard to kind of fight for wanting to move out. But, feel better now that we do, because there is a little bit of joy of you having your own place, whether it's an apartment or anything, because I loved both when we were. Wow, that poor guy. Yeah, I love. Ooh, can I climb that? Apparently I will be able to. But it was really nice knowing that while I was at work, when we were at the condos, or when I was at home, that, hey, the driveway's going to be plowed and shoveled when I get home. So you're not worrying too much. Wait. And I slide. I'm going to wait till after this to finish the story. Can I, honey jump like inside Donkey Kong Country 2? Something. Oh no. Okay, so what? I can't even begin to climb. Well, that sucks. Alright, so I definitely need to find some keys. But yeah, so when it came to plowing and stuff like that, you go to work and you're like, oh good. When I get back, no problem. I'll just be able to, take my time, drive, not have to worry about shoveling afterwards, or more important than that, you didn't have to worry about it icing over. As much as I love New Hampshire, and as much as I like snow in general, it really sucks when you're at work and you're just watching all the snowfall, and all you're thinking to yourself is, oh, please don't build up into an ice dam by the time I get home. Because there's nothing quite like the fine exercise that is New England shoveling. And it wasn't quite as bad as when I was in Buffalo, but it still gets pretty bad. And My parents had a really long driveway. It was almost vertical. Fortunately, we didn't have to go anywhere to go sledding. We just literally walked outside our house. In fact, I remember there was a number of times where my brother and my sister and I, because my brother and I were so close together. Oh, I already been down here. We're so close together that we would just go to school together, and whenever we'd have to leave the car at the bottom of the driveway and hike up the day before, we would just take sleds down, and then just hope that if we could, wow, 1,000 damage, shit. We would hope that if we could, we would be lucky enough to get back up the next day. I'm trying to find keys, guys. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. This is gonna be some wandering. I don't know if I can go anywhere, but I really want whatever it is down there. I'm not sure why I want it, but the fact that I can have it means that I want it more. But if I can't find the keys, I'm just gonna kind of continue on. But yeah, so it was really kind of fun just being able to go down the driveway and almost snowboard or sled down your driveway to get into the car. At the same time, though, it sucked for a lot of reasons, and that was the walk, primarily the walk up, because that's the one thing I loved about not loved. The one thing I always noticed about sledding was no matter how much fun you had actually sledding, it was always weird with the fact that half of the fun was spent trying to climb back up the hill so you could do it again. And after a while, it got kind of tedious with the driveway because, there's nothing quite like, hey, I'm going to sled down the driveway at night, keep an eye out for the headlights, because it was actually safer to sled at night because you could see the headlights coming instead of the day when God knows when that one person going down the back roads of New Hampshire would actually show up. Wow, I'm like throwing these guys high up. There's got to be something up there, aside from the map indicating it. Oh, I know what these are. I need these for my slime coat. But yeah, shoveling. I almost immediately broke down and bought a little tiny snow thrower. And I gotta tell you, electric may not do the best job in the world, but the fact that we don't have a place to store the gas one outside. Oh, someone's harvesting. Not harvesting. Yeah, harvesting it. They grow off of trees and out of the ground. But raising deer. With the snow thrower, it doesn't save a lot of time, but definitely saves your back. And you don't really notice it when you're younger because you're like, oh, whatever. What do you mean persistent? I'm trying to figure out where this guy's voice reminds me of. The voice actor, whoever they had doing the voice of Dust. Ooh, I have a parrying technique now? That would... Alright, there we go. So that would explain why I couldn't parry beforehand. Ooh, I dazed it? Alright, hold on, here we go, guys. Alright, guys. Just for reference, in order to parry something, you gotta be looking at it. This guy has high quality information here. I don't think I'm going to parry this thing anytime soon. So what have I learned? I suck at parrying. Yeah, so I suck at parrying. Got it. I'm going to kill these rabbits. So I always wondered with like these animal people. There are actual animals. So I don't know, like, what made one animal creature... I mean, like, it wouldn't bother me as much if it was, like, human to monkey. Or, dinosaur to chicken. But rabbit to actual rabbit. Or bear, cat thing. You. Apparently her name is Cora. What are you talking about? I thought the Shadow Giraffe guy was amazing. He actually gave you stuff. Whoa, ooh, ooh. Here we go. it's funny how like we put so much effort into like kind of being like someone shouted, "It's dangerous," things like that. People shout all the time, and if it was a little kid, there's a solid chance they were just chasing each other. But ooh, wow, ma'am, I bow to you. I've learned so much from you. Holy crap, did I level? All right, well, Fidget, don't fail me now. Partially because I'm hoping she'll learn something new. I do like how in this game, I see like there's a room for more improvement, but I'm not sure what it does. As far as like, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually improve or if it's going to go forward or what, but I do like the fact that I can have like a goal. Fill up the 4. You might get more later, but right now just focus on 4. So even though I can see the rest of it and know that I might be able to go on farther, I like the fact that they're letting me know, hey, you've made it this far. So like it gives me like a reason to level up one section, which I'm not quite sure is a good thing or a bad thing, because I will level one thing and trying to figure out to just level it up, especially with the magic piece of it. And I'm going to probably not specialize in, oh my god, rabbit people. So the other thing must have been a bear. But still, how did these rabbit people evolve into rabbit people and the other rabbits are just rabbits still? Or are they shapeshifters? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I think I've fallen into a trap. Oh. You know, her voice is actually kind of growing on me. She's actually kind of, it fits her character. And you know what? She's not nearly as obnoxious as I thought she was going to be. Oh, no, I'm going to have to parry. Alright, so we're going to kind of rely on Fidget and my magic powers, because, ha! Alright. So I love how my, these bystanders are, how should I put this, invincible. I should just have them save me. And dead, right? Dead? Anytime now? Dead. Yes. You know, she deserves to be tired. I use her more than I actually attack, so... What? This is information that you could have told me before. This woman gives advice like my wife gives directions. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. I know being the navigator is not always the easiest job, and people never thank you for it. But, you know, in all seriousness, my wife is just awful at it. I mean, I love her to death, but if I needed to rely on her in order to get somewhere and survive, I would just be dead. Her best way of giving directions is sort of like this rabbit lady here. After the fact. Hey, you know you killed all those guys? They're not all that's left. Hey, you know how you were supposed to get to... You know how we're supposed to get to our parents' house or our friend's house? About a half a mile behind us. I thought you knew. It's like, thanks, hon. I love you too. The worst one was, I remember, as far as navigating stories go, which, you know, are always so exciting. Well, we thought it was it last time. Let's see what the rabbit has to say. Again, Rabbit, would you like to chime in and make sure we've got all of them? You seem to be the master at this. Okay, we got them all. Rabbit has confirmed. Good. But, yeah, my favorite navigating story was, I remember my first time driving. I mean, first of all, my driving instruction was a joke. But we're all going back to see the rest of our family back in New York. And it's the first time I'm driving. I've got my license. I'm really excited 16-year-old guy. You know, when you're a guy and you get your license, and I'm sure it's the same for women, but I can only speak from the guy perspective for obvious reasons. And I remember being like so excited that I was going to be the one driving, even though now I hate driving because you realize how boring it actually is. But like, it was me, I had the family there, and my dad was like, I'll drive through Vermont because there are these two mountains, and it's Christmas time, it's going to be a disaster, so I'll drive, you just get us through New Hampshire. You know, perfect way to kind of like practice driving. And my mom's supposed to help navigate because GPS isn't even a thing. I mean, it was a thing, but none of us had the money to buy it because I'm 16 years old, and my dad doesn't like to buy new things at all. He just was never one. He always liked having basic stuff. Okay. Poor little fella. Yeah. Oh, no. How did you hurt your legs? This is one of those, like, just slow face palm moments, like, man, my wife would trip me if I tried that. That's fair, though. I mean, people bash the guy who tries to run away and stuff like that. Like, I know, like, leaving a woman behind is supposed to be, like, the guy's cowardly and stuff like that. But they both should have just run away. Those monsters took me a while to kill with a sword and magic. I don't think they have sword or magic. I think there's a difference between cowardly and knowing your limits. I'm going to back the rabbit on this one, the gray one. But at the same time, he's not helping his case any, so now I'm back to being neutral. I'm just glad I have a sword and magic and I can kill things. But yeah, so we're trying to navigate. I got the whole family in the car. I'm like nervous as hell because, you know, not only is driving the first car, you're expecting your first accident. Because everyone warns you, you're going to get into an accident. You're going to get into an accident. So that's what you're expecting. Oh, I like the cutscene. Chapter 1, Destiny. And I remember thinking to myself, well, as long as I have someone to tell me where to go, I can go there. And I turn to my right, and my mom not only already has her feet up on the dashboard with the chair reclined backwards, but she's got her travel pillow on her neck and her visor over her eyes so she can't see anything. You know, it's one of those things where you're like, huh. You know, me reading a map while trying to drive probably would have been more successful than this at this point. I was just, hold it right there. I don't know what they want from me, but we're going to find out, and then I'm going to probably head back and save. Are they gone? I don't hear anything, yada yada. I wonder how many people walked in and did that. Like, you know, back before we had ways of proving stuff. Just, yeah, I did it. Here's what I got. I'm sure the bandit was wearing this hat when I shot him. You'll have to take my word for it. Aw, look at Fidget. Worrying about them. I want to know what he is. Because I think he's supposed to be a mouse. Or are you just an ambulance chaser? Ha ha! Yeah, you can tell this guy doesn't trust me. Not sure why. I will murder you. Poor police force. They're always so underpaid and underfunded. I feel like helmets would have at least been nice. They were hardly endless. I mean, I guess technically they were endless because they rephase into existence after I leave, but... And they weren't exactly... Well, again, I have magic. I'm trying to be a little optimistic here. They're not the worst guards in the world. I mean, they've got sticks. I don't even see a spearhead. But maybe that's because it's behind the old man. Is he stabbing the old rat? This sort of improvisation sounds like half my D&D groups whenever I play D&D. Why were you sneaking into the mayor's house at night? Prospecting. We were trying to mine for gold, and we found it underneath the mayor's house. It was in a metal cave that was locked. We're not thieves. You know, it's like that kind of stupid crap. Which is one of the things I always loved about D&D, where it's like, be a character, you know, role play, be someone that you can't be, and then occasionally you get a DM that's like, hey, you know what? I need you to actually role play this, not just roll for your stats. And you're sitting there going, I couldn't talk my way out of a paper bag, and you want me to pretend to be this, you know, 25 charisma rogue who can talk a paladin into breaking her vow of chastity if she had one, or talk a paladin to sacrificing a small child for the greater good if I needed to. But, no, it's okay. I won't just roll like I'm supposed to, but you got this. I got this. And then just, I'm a thief. I mean, crap. And then dead. Yeah, I can talk to a bean. Is that the rat's name? Please tell me it's the rat's name. The rat's name is Bean and Calum. All right. So that's where I'm going to end it now. Looks like we're at the village. I was too busy talking and making fun of previous D&D groups that I spaced what I was supposed to do. So I'll have to figure that out later. But thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time on this when we continue our adventure together. Thank you. Bye.